Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to solve problem number 445, add two numbers 2. First, we will see the explanation of the problem statement, then the logic on the code. Now let's dive into the solution. So in this problem, we are given two linked lists and we need to perform the addition of the two linked lists, right? So if I add 3 and 4, I will be getting 7. And if I add 6 and 4, I'm going to get 10. So in this case, we will only mention the unit digit here. So we will take the carry 1 to the next column, right? So here, if I add 1, 2, and 5, I'm going to get 8. And here we don't have a node value in the second list. So we will assume it as 0. And 0 plus 7 is going to be 7, right? This will be our result list. So now we will see how we are going to do this. So initially I will be creating two separate stacks for list 1 and list 2. So here in the first stack 1, we have the node values of the first list, right? So here we have 7, 2, 4, and 3, right? Similarly, in the stack 2, we have 5, 6, and 4, right? So initially I will be having a carry variable which will be 0 at the start. Then there will be a result variable which will be none. So when we create the first result node, this none will be used to initialize the next pointer, right? Then we will be writing a loop. So where we will run the loop until we have either stack 1, stack 2, or carry, right? If any one is true, we will just continue the loop. Then we will be having a sum variable inside the loop where sum variable will be equal to the carry, right? So here carry is 0, so sum will be 0 at the start. So now I will pop the last elements in both the list using the stack, right? So here the last element of both the list are 3 and 4. So we pop 3 and 4 and we will add 3 and 4 to the sum. So here we are going to get 7. Now we are going to create a node using the sum variable. So we have to perform modulo by 10, right? So here if I perform modulo by 10, I'm going to get 7 only, since we don't have any other digits. We have only one digit, so we will be getting the unit digit alone, right? When we have two digits, we will be getting the last value and this one will be sent to the carry, right? So in this case, it is only one digit, so we will be getting 7. So now we are going to create a node using 7. And after creating the node, I will point the next pointer as my result. So here it is none, right? Then after doing this, I will make a result as 7, right? So the result pointer will be pointing to 7 now. It is not none now. Then we need to check whether we have a carry in the sum or not. This can be found by performing integer division by 10, right? We have to perform integer division by 10 on the sum variable. So in this case, we are going to get 0. So now we have done with all the cases for the first iteration. So again, we need to reset the sum, which will be equal to the carry. So we are going to get 0. So again, we need to pop the last values in the stack 1 and stack 2. So here we have 4 and 6. So we are going to get 10. So sum will be 10, right? So now we are going to create a node by performing the modulo by 10. So here if I perform modulo by 10, we will be getting only the unit digit value, that is 0. So here we will create a node using 0. Then we will point this node to the result. After pointing the 0 node to 7, we have to update the result by the current node, that is 0, right? So result pointer is pointing to 0. Now we need to check whether we have a carry or not. So in this case, we have a carry 1. So if I perform integer division by 10, I'm going to get 1. So carry will be 1 now. So now we have done with all the process in the iteration. So now we need to update the sum variable by carry. So carry is 1. So sum will start with 1 now. So again, we need to pop the last elements in the stacks. So we are going to get 2 and 5. So here it is 7 and 7 plus 1, we are going to get 8. So now we need to create a node using the sum variable. So if I perform modulo by 10, I'm going to get 8 itself. So we will create a node using 8 and we will point this node 8 to 0. Then we will update the result pointer as 8. Now we need to check whether we have a carry or not. So in this case, we don't have carry. So carry becomes 0. So now we have done with the iteration. So we will update the sum as 0, which will be carry, right? So again, we need to pop the last element from both the stacks. So here we have 7 in the stack 1, but in the stack 2, we don't have anything, but that is fine. We can just pick 7 only. So here, if I add 7 to the sum, I'm going to get 7. Then we will perform modulo by 10. So here we are going to get 7. So now we will be creating a node using 7. Then we will point this node to 8. Then we need to update the result pointer as 7. Now we need to update the carry. So here we don't have any carry. So carry remains as 0. So now we have done with all the values in both the list. So now we can just return the result pointer where we will be getting the list, right? So the time complexity will be order of m plus n. So here m and n are the number of lists for both list 1 and list 2 respectively, right? And space will be same as m plus n. That's all the logic is. Now we will see the code. Before we code, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please like and subscribe. This will motivate me to upload more videos in future, and also check out my previous videos and keep supporting guys. So initially we are creating the two stacks, stack 1 and stack 2. Then we are appending the list values in the respective stacks, right? Then I'm initializing the carry as 0 and result as none at the start. Then we will be writing a loop. We will run the loop until either stack 1 or stack 2 or carry exists. Then we will make the sum variable as carry at the start. And then we need to add the last values in both the stacks if we have elements in the stack, right? Then we need to create the node by performing the modulo by 10 operation. Then we will point that node to the result. After pointing the node, we have to make the current node itself as the result node by updating the result pointer, right? Then we need to update the carry by performing the integer division by 10 on the sum variable. Then finally, we need to return the result pointer. That's all the code is. Now we will run the code. As you guys see, it's pretty much efficient. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. This will motivate me to upload more videos in future. And also check out my previous videos and keep supporting guys.